I would, at this point, like to bring up the issue of RUGA settlement introduced by former President Muhammadu Buhari. Would you say the vision of this new ministry will help address herder-farmer conflicts?
Yeah, thank you very much. What we are looking at today is that we do know that from time immemorial, we've always had herders roaming the countryside. However, today, it has gotten to a point where the competition for scarce resources is acute. And therefore, we need to put on our thinking caps and say what is the best way to organize our livestock sector. Let us remove the emotions. Let us remove the profiling. Let us remove the stigmatization. Livestock is a business. It's beyond anyone else's cultural considerations. It is a repository of wealth. It is a repository of national protein. And therefore, how do you look at it? Let us agree on two irreducible minimums. Number one, if you look at livestock, it's a business. And that goes without saying that every business requires premises to operate. Whether you are doing airports, you are doing schools, you are doing clinics, you are doing railways, you are doing media communication, every business requires premises. And therefore, that means that whether you are doing piggery, you are doing poultry, you are doing rabbitry, you are doing apiculture, you require business premises to operate. And therefore, it goes without saying that those involved in livestock as well also require business. Number one. Number two, as long as you are involved in legitimate business, then you also have the constitutional guarantee that you can do your business in any part of this country. These are the two irreducible minimums. And therefore, looking at livestock business, if they require premises, then they should be legally allocated premises to do their business. But of course, roaming about from point A to point B means that you are not settled in anyone known premises, because to graze, you need certain infrastructural development. You need that those lands are not encumbered by estate developers or by farmers. They are meant for grazing. And that is what has been gazetted. And therefore, they need to receive those infrastructure development in terms of grass, in terms of earth dams, in terms of other human infrastructure to receive both animals and the herders' families themselves. What are we saying? What we are saying here is that those grazing reserves today should receive some form of pasture development, some form of earth dams, so that we can do dry season irrigation. They also need potable drinking water for both animal watering and the families of the herders. They also need to receive, and therefore, our own intention today, we are going to work with the state governments and other development partners to ensure that the infrastructure we have mentioned above have been provided on those grazing reserves, so that the herders and anybody else who want to do livestock business can have access to those lands unencumbered and ready to receive their businesses. This is what the ministry is thinking, and we have already started talking to the sub-national government to work together and make sure that those grazing reserves are used for the purpose for which they were legally intended, and they are in the position to receive those infrastructure to ensure that they attract and incentivize the herders to remain there in one area. Once that happens, we should be able to do a number of things.